And welcome to the Stan Sheriff Center, the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling in the bottom right corner of your screen. We are playing volleyball, and just like that, in the bat of an eye, Jennings Franciscovic's serve forces the overpass, and Hendrik Mole gets his first kill. He's averaging 1.2 of those per set.
And Mole quick to give the credit to Jennings Franciscovic, who put up that really tough serve to start this game. Another tough serve.
Again, tight to the net. The one-handed set, though, by Gert Lisha. And he's able to get Andy Benish in on the action. Benish, a 6'9" senior from Rancho Palos Verdes, California. He's hitting .396 on the year. That's 13th best in the land.
Well, playing the best volleyball of his life right now. 4-year starter at middle. Tough to do, 4-year starting in the middle at anybody in the conference.
Gert Lisha, the setter with the serve. Backside, it's Kupono Fei hitting opposite. Oh boy, has he been on some kind of tear here in recent weeks.
Oh, they moved Benish to the outside just to block Fei in the line, and Benish couldn't get out there fast enough. Benish, normally a middle blocker, but they did some switch blocking there to take that line away from Fei.
Fei coming off of his best weekend series of the season. Had 15 kills in the second match against Pepperdine last week. Averaged 4.17 kills over the 2 matches. And that is an out ball coming off of the palm of Lucas Lasone, the 6'8" freshman from Redondo Beach, California. So it's an early 3-1 advantage here for the Rainbow Warriors.
And that broken play again caused by the tough serve by Kupono Fei. As Jeff Nygaard was telling us before the game, Hawaii does not have many weaknesses. They have a great serve, good ball control, pretty good blocking, nice digging.
Outside set, Lasone off the fingertips. Good two-hand save there by Fei. Outside it goes to Brett Rosenmeyer. And he's able to find the alleyway for another Hawaii kill and point.
There's Rosie going high hands to area 5, right at number 5, Matt Douglas. Normally a very good digger and receiver of the serve.
Here is Kupono again. Popped up in the air by Lucas Yoder. Left side, it's Lasone. Again, the block getting a touch. Franciscovic sets a fade from the back row. Is there a touch at the net? They'll say no, it goes long, and I think Charlie Wade is going to consider reviewing this one, and yes, he will go to the very expensive review paddle.
You know, Nygaard was saying, are we doing the challenge tonight? And we said, yeah. And so he held up the paddle and said, well, this is the challenge side. It says the word challenge on it. On the flip side, it has the words Outrigger Resorts. And he said, do I get a free night at the Outrigger if I show this on TV?
Yeah, it's worth a shot. We told him it's worth a shot. You at least maybe get a discount. We'll see if there is a touch here on this. And I got to be honest, in real time, from our vantage point, it appeared as though there was, but it is so difficult to tell.
It really is. This is really difficult to tell. Can't tell if the ball changes the spin. Sometimes you can, this might be the best shot right there. Ooh, might have been a touch there. Yeah, that might have been the best look right there.
Just got a piece of Benish, possibly. But yeah, just with the resolution that we're working with here, you know, it's not exactly the Olympic Games where they have these, you know, this computer technology that can take you into the micro frame. And in this situation, it will be a call that stands. So Charlie Wade loses the challenge. As you can tell, he disagrees. Lucas Yoder now to serve. Top hitter in the country. Brett Rosenmeyer gets stuffed on the outside, and Lucas Lasone getting the solo deal there. And see how interesting it is sometimes with those reviews. They go a certain way, all of a sudden a little momentum being built for the Trojans.
Exactly, and Hawaii actually had some momentum going. They're up 4-2. Charlie Wade taking a chance.
First swing for Stein von Tilburg, and he's able to get the kill net violation called against USC in the process.
So that's a great question, Kano, because sometimes it's better to not challenge if your team's kind of on a roll. Hawaii was doubling up on USC there, and that slowed everything down a little bit. They do that challenge.
Bill Forrester, the top official, Wayne Lee, as you saw, reviewing that last challenge. He's down on the floor. Ryan Scudder, Kevin Chun, the line judges. Good-looking swing there from Andy Benish. He's the team captain, but he has been playing his way through some back problems. This has been a USC roster that head coach Jeff Nygaard tells us has just been through the gamut of injuries and soreness.
Banish is one of them. How about his 409, career hitting percentage? That's phenomenal.
Not too shabby. Back row sets a fey, and the blockers were fooled, and Kupono able to go deep corner.
Now that set's possible because Hawaii's passing well. There's a good hard drive to the middle by Gassman. He took at least one blocker with him, leaving an opening for Kupono Fei.
Here it comes from Von Tilburg. Diving pass there by Matt Douglas, the libero. Bump set goes to Lasone, and he's able to work it against a triple block anyway. So the good improvisation that time by the Trojans.
How about the great bump set by Lucas Yoder? Not only does he lead the country in kills per set and points per set, he got a pretty good bump set as well. That was right on the money.
So Lucas Lasone will serve. He's out of Redondo Union High School. Same high school as Rainbow Wahine setter Noreen Yosia and Rainbow Warrior basketball freshman Leland Green, as Pat Gassman gets in the book on the quick middle set from Jennings Franciscovich.
Jennings did a nice job of, when he has a chance, establish the middle early in the game. That'll set up the pins for later on.
The numbers this season for Pat Gassman. Rosie now to serve. 7 serving 5 here in the first. Set goes outside. The swing by Gianluca Grasso is dug up. Fei will get a swing against a triple block, and he got a piece. So it's a point for Hawaii and Kupono Fei. You just see the confidence swelling with every match here in the last few weeks.
Well, I'm really surprised the linesman didn't call that. Luckily, that was right in front of the referee, Bill Forrester, and he made that call. Linesman never made a call on whether it was a touch or not.
So largest lead of this opening stanza here for Hawaii. Rosenmeyer the serve. Back row set, it's Yoder, misses wide, no touch up front, so another point for Hawaii. There was some question as to whether or not Lucas Yoder was even going to be active tonight. Missed their last match against Long Beach State with an abdominal strain. Third match that he's missed this season due to injury. But he is out there.
And last night of practice, he did not practice. All he did was pass.
3-0 run here for Hawaii. Good dig there by Tui Tuileta. D-set to Stein. That was incredible. Had to adjust the approach, had to adjust the jump. Still sliced at hard angle. And a timeout by the Trojans. What do you think of this one, C-Mac?
This is a good one. It's going to be a barn burner.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. C-Mac, what you got?
Well, I think it's really obvious that SC has got to get some help for Lucas Yoder as one of their keys. He said they've had 1,500 sets this year. 500 have gone to Yoder. The next player is Benish with 213. And for Hawaii, disciplined defense, especially not get too distracted by the non-Yoder players. They always have to get at least 2 players up on Lucas. And that will be their mantra for the night. 2 up on Lucas.
So 10 serving 5 out of the timeout. And that quick middle goes to Ryan Moss. And he puts a pounding on that one. 6'8" sophomore from Corona Del Mar, California. Played in 21 matches as a Frosh last year, both at opposite and outside. And here he is in the middle, getting it done.
High school All-American, Fab 50, as are most of the players on this SC roster.
Prior to that, SC was hitting 111 here in this opening set compared to 600 for Hawaii, and make that an even better percentage thanks to the swing from the back row by Brett Rosenmeyer.
For that first time out, Hawaii siding out at 80% because of plays like that. Only 1 blocker up, or maybe there's no blockers up there. I'm not sure. It happened so fast.
And we're seeing such versatility from this Rainbow Warrior offense as Gassman will serve. Good pass there by Matt Douglas. Outside, it's Yoder touching it off the block to get SC the point there. Trojans coming in 6-10 overall, 5-8 in the MPSF, currently 9th in the league. Hawaii 16-2 and 7-2 in the conference. Best start for the Rainbows since 1996, as you see Kupono Fei sending it long. He has 3 kills to lead everybody so far. Moss will again serve. 8-7-11. Backside, it's Stein against a double block. And he delivers some high cheddar the way of Ryan Moss.
Stein Van Tilburg is playing arguably the best volleyball of his life, continuing to show great range, hitting the ball down the line, cross court, over the top. He's got it all going on.
3 kills on 3 swings for Stein. Disek goes to Lasone, and he's able to go high hands and out for a USC point. Rainbow Warriors on an 11-match win streak. They've also won 20 straight sets.
Good high snapper that time by Lasone. Mother Chica played at USC in the 90s, made All-American.
That's an out serve from Gert Alicia.
Alicia's also got some genetics going for him. Mom and dad playing for Albania. Dad, one of the best coaches in Europe.
Gert, actually a former Lewis transfer, started half of USC's matches last year, although he missed much of the first month with a broken hand. A transfer that has worked out nicely here for Jeff Nygaard as that serve heads into the twine from Kupono-Fe. Served by Yoder. Two-handed in the air by Fay. Middle set, it's Mole. He pounds it off the block. And out of play for another Hawaii point.
I watched Mole in warm-ups tonight. I have never seen him hit it harder. He was bouncing it up to the scoreboard in warm-ups, and he was really fired up. And maybe it's the new haircut. I think he's got that going on. Also, the strongest guy on the team.
And he slices it wide for a USC point. And Hendrik Mole, good piece in the Honolulu Star Advertiser on him this week. And it really kind of gave you a true indication of just how scary that whole situation that he had to experience with the eye infection. Only has 5 to 10% vision in that left eye. There's an incredible quote that was included in that article where he said, yeah, there were a lot of dark days. He meant that literally and figuratively. Jennings, backside to Stein against a solo block, wasn't able to put it down. Yoder the dig. Middle, that one's hit wide by Ryan Moss, so a missed opportunity there for the Trojans. And Hawaii is first to 15. It's a 4-point advantage for the home team, Rainbow Warriors.
Rainbow Warrior Volleyball on OCSports is sponsored by Strong and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the First Hawaiian Bank top 3 NCAA individual kill leaders. We have talked about it. Lucas Yoder for USC leads the stack. He's at 4.91 per set. Just unbelievable. Jacob Delson of UCSB, 4.43. And Stein Van Tilburg of Hawaii, 4.36 third overall. And here is Stein serving out of the break.
Not often to get the first and third kill leaders in the country in the same gym going at it 2 nights in a row. Real treat for volleyball fans out there.
Gianluca Grasso getting the kill, 6'2" sophomore from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yeah, you're right. And so far, Van Tilburg, 3 kills on 4 swings. Yoder, 1 kill on 2 attempts. So we'll keep tracking those prolific hitters for sure. Gassman. Well, we are seeing the full array here from Jennings Franciscovich. He has spread the distribution very impressively for the first 16 points.
Yeah, they're siding out at an 81% side out ratio, which is very high. 70% will win in the NPSF most nights. Right now they're siding out at 81. That's some good offense by Jennings.
Here it comes from Rosie. Good pass by Yoder. Outside. Again, it's Grasso. How impressive is he with the boosters off of the deck? He's listed at 6'2". That may be a tad bit generous.
He has had an ankle sprain recently, but has recovered well. What an interesting journey he's had. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, but then he ended up going to Puerto Rico for a couple years in high school. Then he went to Ohio, lived there for a couple years. And then he ended up at Orange Coast College.
Oh, and the roof there. Gert Alicia getting the better of Kupono-Fe on that attempt.
Alicia made a nice move, pushing those hands in the middle of the court. Wasn't about to get tooled by Kupono-Fe.
And looky here, Trojans within 2. Franciskovic goes D-set to Stein. He does it again.
Wow. He continues to amaze, continues to have, like the volleyball has eyes. He finds the seam almost every time. He's got great vision.
Also hitting .398 to go along with the 4.36 kills. That's good enough for 10th in hitting percentage in the country. I mean, just absurd the numbers he's posting here so far in 2017. We saw Joe Worsley, the backup setter, with the serve. He'll set up Faye against the double block, and the roll shot gets him napping.
Oh, great shot selection choice by Kupono-Fe that time. He saw the defense playing deep. A little bit of a tight set as he makes the dig right there, and then he gets it right back. Nice high set from Worsley. Nobody home in the middle of the court.
18 serving 14. Here's Worsley again. Pass by Douglas. Backside set. Lasson sends it long. No touch up front. And Hawaii leads by 5 after a 3-0 run. And we're actually going to get a challenge from Trojans head coach Jeff Nygaard in his second season atop the program.
Not sure what he's challenging, a touch in the block or whether the ball was in or out in the back line. In either case, I think he's using it as a timeout between you and me. He'd like to preserve his, he's got one timeout left. He doesn't want to burn it right now.
He would think in those ways. We had an interesting conversation with him. I know you were speaking with him even early in the week. Yes, he's an out-of-the-box thinker in many respects.
And what a resume he has. I don't think there's a touch there, and the ball is definitely out.
So in or out is the challenge, and it is from this angle particularly close. But the challenge as we are receiving it is not the touch at the net, but the in-out call along the baseline.
Oh, it's definitely out.
And that looks out certainly from that vantage point.
We should talk about Nygaard just a little bit. How about his credentials? 3 times Olympic indoor and beach player, 2 times collegiate MVP, 2 times NC2A champion, the U.S. men's national team, 15 Pan Am Cup. He was the coach. So he has got quite the resume.
Yeah, won 2 national titles at USC, and that seems to be the
way out.
The most convincing angle, the good old wide shot. And Wayne Lee concurs it is out, so Hawaii will get the point. The other thing that Jeff Nygaard was telling us, his father was a professional bowler. And so it provided him an interesting outlook on life. You know, I asked, have you had a match yet with this team over your first 2 seasons where they put it all together? He said, no, that would be the equivalent of a perfect game in bowling, a 300. My father told me if I ever bowled a 300, I would just hang up my shoes, throw my ball away, it would be over because you can't get any better than that. He said, I have yet to play for a team or coach a team that has been perfect.
Oh, he's funny.
Ryan Moss with the swing there moments ago, getting the side and point back for USC. Then tickles the tape with the serve. Franciskovic, oh, he missed it wide. The idea was there. The open court was there. Just couldn't place it down.
Not a bad idea. No defenders around.
So 16 serving 19. Franciskovic goes to Faye, and he gets the touch and gets the more traditional point for Hawaii.
And I'm sure that, SC has watched enough film. All the teams have watched so much film of each other that there's really not many secrets out there. And I know that they are going to be watching out for Jennings Franciskovic being an offensive setter.
Outside, it's Yoder off the block. They'll play it now the other way to Lasson, dug up by Jennings. So Tui sets up Stein. 3 blockers up. It doesn't matter. Von Tilburg gets it down for his 5th kill on 6 swings, and you see the goose egg in the errors column.
Great set from Tuileta here. Stein sees that block form. 3 blockers up. That block was not tight, though. There's a lot of holes in that block, and Stein decided that, you know what, I'm not going to take a chance of hitting into it. I'll just go over. And he's got that option, being 6'8", and with some pretty good hops and a nice reach.
So a timeout by Jeff Nygaard and USC, trailing by 5. So while we have a chance, let's check out the series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii leads the series 41-37. You see the last meeting was in Los Angeles, USC winning in 5 back in February of 2016. That's the thing about these two programs. It almost doesn't matter what the records are. They tend to play epic matches. In fact, since 2010, head coach Charlie Wade's first season with the program, these two teams have played 8 of the 15 matches to 5 sets. UH leading, by the way, in those 5-set meetings, 5-3. 5 of the 8 matches were played in Honolulu, which UH has a 4-1 edge in. In addition, 12 of the 15 matches went at least 4 sets. So that just gives you an idea. When these two teams meet up, it's usually pretty epic.
Anything can happen. Let's take a look at some Stein von Tilburg early highlights here. He's got 5 kills, no errors. There's one he had to go chase down. Here's a better set. It's down the line. So he's got a cross court down the line. This one, I think, over the top. He's got all the tools. 5 kills, no errors, 6 tries, hitting .833. That's a monster number on any night.
And this is a guy who was averaging more than 5 kills per set against Pepperdine last week. We didn't think, just based on the first few weeks as a sample size, that he could get much better. The last 2 weeks, he has. Backside, it's Lasone. One-hand save by Rosenmeyer, and Stein giving chase but can't get there.
Well, one of the reasons why I think Hawaii's a better team this year is that Stein has been steady throughout, and actually, as you said, getting better. Last year, he went out strong from the gate and then flattened out. This year, he's done nothing but get better and better and better. He loves getting better every phase of the game, including his blocking and defense.
Second service error for USC, and it comes at an inopportune time. Hawaii back up 5. Yeah, hit a bit of the freshman wall last year. That's pretty commonplace, certainly. But he has, via the offseason training, he has come fully locked and loaded here in 2017. Nice set, but the miss on the swing by Andy Benish. And for Benish, that's his first hitting error of the evening, and Hawaii now leading by 6.
There's a rare error coming from Benish. He does not make many mistakes. He's their best kill percentage guy, hitting .396 on the year.
Largest lead of this opening stanza for the Bows. Here it comes from Kupono Fei. Tickles the top of the tape. Right side, it's Yoder, punched up in the air by Franciscovich. Fei sets up Stein. 2 blockers up. One-hand save by Leisha. Great chase down by Douglas. And then Yoder able to tool it off of the block and get the USC point.
What kind of a shot was that by Yoder? He had his back to the net, and he did like a pancake shot, I think. That was strange. But hey, who's going to argue with the guy who's got more kills? Nice rundown back there by Gianluca.
Yeah, Grasso with the chase down on that second touch, and you have the ad-lib there by Yoder. Rosie off the block and out. And Hawaii up 6 again and sitting on Aloha ball here in the first. Playing under the Thursday night lights here at the Stan Sheriff Center.
One ball, boys.
And this is the match that counts for league play.
That's right. Tomorrow's will not be an MPSF match as Mole sends it long. That's not to say that it doesn't carry a load of importance with it even in that scenario. Of course, these teams playing for RPI, for
exactly
postseason selection consideration. And that's an ace. Andy Benish delivering that one out of the deck. Hawaii still sitting on Aloha ball here in the first.
He's their number 2 acer with 9. That's his 10th of the year. They are at the bottom of the league, though, in service aces as a team. So a rare ace from the Trojans.
This time it's handled by Fay. Outside set, Rosenmeyer off the block and down. That's his 4th kill. Hawaii gets 5 apiece from Stein von Tilburg and Kupono Fay. And they take set 1 in efficient fashion, 25-20. So 1 set to none advantage for Charlie Wade in his game. Set 2 coming up. Welcome back. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. C-Mac, take the telly away.
Well, let's watch Yoder. Yoder here is going to lean out to the outside. He's going to be leaning towards Van Tilburg, who is over here. And that's going to take care of one blocker. And then the other blocker right here is Moss. And Moss is going to be late getting up to block the back row quick from Rosenmeyer. Watch Rosenmeyer right here coming out of the back row. He's going to get the set, but the blocker's going to be late. He's going to only have one blocker to go up against, and that's what makes this play so good. Hawaii's offense, they had 323 in the air because of efficiently run, quick plays that are effective, and once again, the blocker really actually leaned more towards Gassman and wasn't even near Rosenmeyer. So I take it back. I thought he did have a shot at Rosie, but he did not. He was up with Gassman. So really, Jennings-Franciscovich took care of 2 blockers that time. One was faked out to go to Van Tilburg. The other was faked out to go to Gassman. Leaves Rosie open net.
And that's how it works. Well done with the telly, by the way, the telestrator.
I want to use the arrow next time. It's much better. My fingers don't do as good.
You're a whiz on that thing.
I think I did a square there. I might have done a circle. A horrible line. I got to do the arrow next time. It'll be much better.
Oh, no. You're being hard on yourself. That worked out just fine. Kanoa Leahy and Chris McLaughlin here courtside as we start set number 2. The Rainbow Warriors taking set 1, 25-20. Rosenmeyer unable to put it down on his first swing here in the second stanza. Yoder is blocked back. So now Grasso sets up Yoder, may have gotten away with a miss hit. Outside it's Fay, high hands, chased down by Grasso. So here comes Lucas Yoder, hard angle dug up by Fay, tight to the net, put down in that middle position by Andy Benish.
Right now, Jennings-Franciscovich is going over to Bill Forrest, to the top referee, and saying, wasn't that a double contact on that set by SC?
The crowd wanted it, that's for sure. Here it comes from Ryan Moss into the net.
Athletic justice.
There you go. I was just about to say. the volleyball never lies.
Pass, here we go.
Hawaii, by the way, hit 500 in that first set, 231 for USC, and Hawaii siding out at a 75% clip. Benish, good piece on the block by Mole, allowing Rosenmeyer to make the diving save. Coming back now from the back row, it's Grasso. Saved off the block by Jennings. Here's Stein off the set from Tui Tuileta. And Stein von Tilburg continues his roll.
Both sides getting good touches on the block and getting digs that allowed a pretty good set to go up. That last one by Tui was a terrific set to Stein.
And there's an ace from Jennings-Franciscovich.
That's actually a little bit rude by Franciscovich, don't you think? Serving the birthday boy. It is Matt Douglas's birthday, isn't it?
It is. Celebrating his 20th birthday today, the libero for USC. 3 serving 1. Outside it's Yoder, 1 block up, and he was able to get it by the solo proposal of Stein von Tilburg and in for another kill. You know, it's not just Matt Douglas's birthday here today. We want to wish a happy birthday.
Last night was around it.
That's right, but it's not just their birthdays either. We want to send out a happy birthday to OCSports' own Dan Schmidt.
Is it? Oh my
celebrating
goodness.
a birthday tonight. Hendrick Mole going way skyward to slam that one down for a Hawaii point.
Happy birthday, Mr. Schmidt. Should you be watching?
Oh, he's watching, right? I mean, what else he's going to do? I mean, on his birthday, he's going to watch some stuff. Some OCSports.
He might take a night off on a Thursday night.
One ball.
He deserves it. He works hard.
Come on, Hendrick. Come on, Hendrick.
Well, they were
Ball boy.
Waiting for the ball boy to sprint out and
E6.
grab one of the stragglers.
That was E6. You know what that is.
Brett, what are you taking, Brett?
Aaron, the shortstop.
Chris always injecting the baseball stats into volleyball. Outside it goes to Lasone. High hands kept alive by Fay. So Jennings. Back row timing to Capuna wasn't there. The dink sniffed out by Leisha. Here comes Yoder. Big swing. And he went right past the double block and down.
No signs of abdominal strain there. That was one quality hit. Block well formed. Nice set by Douglas. Right on the money. He goes OTT. Over the top.
He's the MPSF Player of the Week in the middle of January after a 28-kill performance in a win over Long Beach State, the only league team to beat the Beach. Wow. Stein von Tilburg says, happy birthday, Matt Douglas. Upstairs.
Wow, this is a great set by Jennings Franciscovich. Just wide enough for Stein to be able to use that line. Stein's got that wide fan line and sharp cross court.
7 kills on 10 swings for von Tilburg. Outside it goes to Grasso. Hard angle. Was there a touch? No touch. It's a point for the Rainbow Warriors, and they have SC doubled up here early in the second. So Hendrik Moll once again back to serve. 14 aces on the season, tops on the team. Oh boy. Do it, Jamal. Do it, Seaman. There you go. We had an E6 moments ago. There's a touch of Moll. An eventful inning here at the Stan Sheriff Center.
How about the Rainbow men on the road, baseball men on the road?
Just the big win on the road against Minnesota. Here it is, 11-2. Dustin Demeter, the freshman shortstop, with a home run, 4 RBI. Here's von Tilburg, blocked and roofed. It was the diminutive Gianluca Grasso getting a good piece of that one right next to Ryan Moss.
I think he got most of it. His brother Marco played at UOP, University of Pacific, and then he went to Ohio State. His brother Marco was in on a national championship team. So it's in the family.
5 serving 6. Fay from the back row. He has been effective on that pipe.
It's a nice controlled shot. The set wasn't right where he wanted it. I think he got caught a little bit off guard. I'm not sure he was ready for it. So he just takes a little bit off it and just tools that block, and tough to defend that one. Here's a significant stat. Hawaii out digging SC right now, 13-7. Fay with 5 digs, 3 left with 4.
Tilburg with the serve, passed by Yoder. Set goes high and away. Grasso, the touch shot, sniffed out by Stein. Middle set, Gassman gets it done. And Hawaii with a 3-point advantage. You know, you pointed out the digs comparison. How about blocks so far? 3 team blocks for USC, 0 so far for Hawaii.
Well, because Hawaii's been invited to the block party.
And usually they're the hosts of the block party.
Exactly. #1 blocking team in the country. It says something about SC's offense right now, probably.
Tilburg to serve. A good one. Forces the overpass. And Pat Gassman hammers it down.
Give the credit to Steinbank Tilburg with the serve. He forces the overpass. Matt Douglas, normally a very sure passer.
Largest lead of this second set for Hawaii. Oh boy, that was blasted by von Tilburg. A 62-mile-an-hour serve. A good transition there as Lucas Yoder was able to touch it off of Franciscovich for the USC point.
Great pass that time by Grasso. That was a very difficult serve. 62 miles an hour. Arrives fast into your arms.
We're seeing Yoder gutting it out here. Remember, missed his last match. The 3-set loss to Long Beach State with an abdominal strain. And this one is going to head our way.
Was that no pun intended? Yoder gutting it out?
Gutting it out.
No pun intended.
Pun fully intended. Well, you getting to 10 here. 10 serving 6.
Go ahead, on a good
And we almost got taken out here along press row by Lucas Lasone. Rosenmeyer with the serve. Good pass by Yoder. And then the smackdown there in the middle by Ryan Moss.
I think Gert Lisha, the center, is probably noticing that Hawaii's trying to get two players up on Lucas Yoder as much as they can. So once in a while, they will not pay quite as much attention to guys that don't get many sets, guys like Moss.
Jennings. Oh, they're going to say that it got down. Lasone thought that he got the spatula underneath it, but Franciscovich, this time, the dump shot works.
When Jennings picks the right spots, he can be very, very effective. There's nothing worse, though, than a setter who picks the wrong spots and the other team digs it out. That was a good call. That ball was down.
Outside, here's Yoder from off the net. Dug up by Gassman. Locking down that back line. Here's Fay. Got a piece. According to the line judge, that's a point for Hawaii. Jeff Nygaard contemplating a possible challenge, but I don't think he's going to reach for the paddle.
Yeah, he just asked his players, did either of you touch it? And one of them said, yes, coach. So he's not going to challenge. He's only got 3 for the whole night. He's already used 1.
12 serving 7. One played off the net by Douglas. Middle set. Oh boy, Ryan Moss getting all of that one.
Ryan Moss hitting .327 on the year, but he only averages 1 kill per set. There's a dig by Gassman. Gassman loves to play defense, by the way. Just loves it.
Back to live action. Jennings again, the second touch dump shot. Mishandled, they're going to say, by Lucas Lasone.
This one cannot be reviewed, correct?
Correct. So it is 13 serving 8. Franciscovich with a couple of those dump shots working in favor of Hawaii, delivers the serve. Middle set, Benish dug up by Tui. Rosenmeyer from the back row, one-hand save Lasone. Yoder winds up, uncoils over a triple block. What a diving save there by Rosie. Back bump set to Fay, can't put it down. Back row set, it's Grasso. And a net violation called against Hawaii ends a rally that featured some top-notch defensive plays.
Great plays. There's a dig by Rosie. There's the end of the play by Grasso.
And the serve now coming from the setter, Gert Lisha. Backside, Kupono Fay put everything into it, but missed the court wide. No touch. And a point for SC. Here they are back to within 3.
Exact same score in the first set.
Hawaii going on to win that first set 25-20. Their 21st straight set win. Alicia, the long inhale, goes cross-court diving past Fay. And a great save by Tuileta on the free swing by Benish. Free chance here, though, for SC, though. Backside, it's Yoder through the double block and down. He is so tough. The senior from San Clemente, California. One of 6 Yoders to play volleyball at USC.
They're definitely the first family of USC volleyball, to be sure.
Late father Dave was a 4-year starter at outside hitter back in the 80s. His uncle Paul was a libero from 2011 to 2014, now an announcer on radio for the team.
Uncle Bob is in the house tonight with his wife Wendy and daughter Erin, who played for USC. He was a national champion.
His cousin Jack played just last year, was a part-time setter for the team. 11 serving 13. Outside, Stein gets it by the double block and down. When in doubt, when in need, call SVT.
He seems to be the rally stopper. Even when the block is up there, it does not penetrate and get over and seal the net.
9 kills on 13 swings for Stein von Tilburg, hitting .615. 14-11 here in the second. Outside, it's Lasone. Off the block and out. Lasson has gotten a lot of attempts. He's now got 4 kills on 11 swings. That's second most attempts to Lucas Yoder, who has 15. And here is Yoder to serve. Played by Tuileta, middle set Mole, one hand save Yoder. So Lisha goes high and away to Grasso. Off the block, tapped around, missing the court wide though was Benish. And there was some open floor on the Terraflex on that side of the net. So another opportunity missed, a bullet dodged. Hawaii by 3.
Rainbow Warrior Volleyball on OC Sports is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii, Kaiser Permanente, and Island Air.
Welcome back. UH Athletics reaches out to you online each week with updates and promotions through its H-Mail e-newsletter. To register, visit hawaiiathletics.com and click on the H-Mail button. It's simple and it's free. Hawaii leading 1-0 here over 14th ranked USC. The Rainbow Warriors coming in ranked 4th in the AVCA.
These two teams put on a pretty good offensive show here in set 2. Hawaii hitting .450, about 125 points above their average. SC hitting .304, 50 points above their average.
And we're going to have a mishandle there by Gert and Lisha. A rare instance of a setter being whistled for something like
usually
that.
a middle blocker.
Yeah. James Anastasiadis with the serve here for Hawaii. 6'5" freshman from Huntington Beach, California. Was born in Cyprus, though. Moved to California prior to his senior year in high school. Middle set, that's Benish. Benish now with 4 kills on 9 attempts. Hawaii taking the first set 25-20. Leading by 3 here. A little more than midway through this second set. Hawaii coming into this match in 3rd place of the MPSF. But as we have been talking about, certainly last week in our broadcast against Pepperdine, as Brett Rosenmeyer caught that one fat and sends it long, no touch. The meat of the order is coming up here for Hawaii on the schedule.
Starting with Pepperdine, straight throughout. There's not an easy match left.
Just continuing on with the baseball theme, you know what I mean? And the way we describe things. Stanford next up at BYU March 17th and 18th. And then closing things out at home against CSUN, finishing out the MPSF conference slate on the road against UCLA.
That's quite the schedule, trust me. Charlie Wade is so happy his team's playing so well on the upswing, trending upward, they say.
17 serving 14. Stein got a piece of the net there. Back row set Yoder, dug up, but out of play. Off the forearms of Tuileta. Tui with 6 digs here so far in this match, and he has just truly been one of the more remarkable stories, I think, in college volleyball. A transfer from USC, former Punahou OCSports standout. But to come into this situation, he's basically an outside hitter his entire career, adopt and embrace the libero role, and he has been nails. On Tilburg, great dig by the SC libero Douglas. Tui back sets to Rosenmeyer, got a piece of the block, point for Hawaii. And they still lead by 3, so the Trojans haven't quite been able to climb back inside of about this range.
Nice reach by Rose. He goes right through the block there, hits the field goal. We can use football analogies as well. I'm not sure. I gotta get permission from you first.
Hawaii leading by a field goal. 18 serving 15. Pass tight to the net, two-handed over. Tuileta handles it outside. The swing by Fay. We'll have a net violation called against the Trojans. So Hawaii back up 4. And this is becoming a critical juncture here for Jeff Nygaard. He asks about how many timeouts he has remaining. And he's going to use one. The Rainbow Warriors by 4, late in set 2.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or online at bigislandcandies.com to see their amazing selection, including delicious chocolate-dipped shortbreads.
Welcome back to the stand. Sheriff Center, Kanoa Leahy alongside Chris McLaughlin. There you see the score, 19 serving 15 out of the timeout here for the home team Rainbow Warriors, already leading in this match against USC, 1-0. Middle set, and it's Ryan Moss doing his thing. Business administration major at USC out of Corona Del Mar High School, where he also played hoops.
Moss picks up his 5th kill, only 1 error, getting about 450. Having a good night so far offensively. Also has been in on 2 blocks.
16 serving 19. The roll serve by Grasso almost hit the deck. Great diving pass by Tuileta. Faye, that one pinballs around. Hawaii another crack at it. Faye, second time is a charm.
Well, that time Moss had to go up with Gassman on the transition there, leaving Faye all alone on the outside with only 1 blocker.
Hawaii hitting .407 in this second set. USC not too shabby at 370, but it's a 4-point advantage here for the Bows. Joe Worsley in to serve. Middle set, it's Moss again.
Well, he's hot right now. We're going to just feed him, I guess, until his arms gets tired. Now he goes to the back row, but now they bring in Benish, and he usually hits for an even higher percentage. Benish, a .409 career hitter, All-American in 2015.
It's Moss with the serve. Back row set, Rosenmeyer just 1 blocker up, dug up by Lasson. Grasso will take a swing from the back row. Right there is Tui. Franciskovic backside to Stein. How about that thinly sliced kill by Stein von Tilburg?
You see the dig in the back row here by Tuileta once again, leading the team in digs. And Stein von Tilburg sees the block well formed. He says, okay, take my line away. I'll just go cross court, slicing and dicing.
10 kills for Stein von Tilburg as Benish is able to find the floor there. Von Tilburg now with double figures in kills in 14 of the 18 matches he's played in this season.
Pretty amazing. And he's hitting for a good percentage. By the way, the 2 offensive kingpins tonight, the 1st and 3rd kills per set in the nation, Yoder and Von Tilburg, both putting on a good show, both playing well.
Hendrik Moll, what a dig there by Douglas. Can Grasso get it over? Good effort, and he does. Free chance here for Hawaii. Outside, it's Stein. Dug up again by Douglas. Outside, Yoder going high hands. Right there is Franciskovic. So Tui looking for Stein. Off the shoulder of Leisha. Grasso, the touch shot. Cleaned up by Kupono Faye. Middle set to Moll. And finally, that lengthy sequence comes to a close.
Watch Grasso chase this ball down. Gets it all the way back into the court. Rainbow Warriors in control of that entire rally, but SC just refused to die. Took a great Moll attack there to earn that point. That was hard earned.
Yeah, Gianluca Grasso, the sophomore, he's a JUCO transfer from Orange Coast Junior College. He's a volleyball player, you can tell. Lasson trying to go down the line. Here comes Rosie, 3 blockers up. He said, whatever, point for Hawaii.
Rosie does a smart thing, hits some high hands, try to tool it off the block. Good solid swing.
Rosenmeyer now with 6 kills. He's hitting .333. Really found his way on that 4-match road swing. Started all 4 of those matches. Set a career high in kills 3 separate times.
He used to be a very low seam hitter along the neck. He's turned into the kind of a hitter who's also got that high hand shot, which you absolutely have to have in the MPSL.
19 serving 23. Lucas Yoder getting ready to bring it across. Oh, a good serve forces the overpass, and Grasso.
Well, Yoder can not only bring it at the net, he brings it from the serve. He was jump floating early in this match. I think warming up his abdominal strength. Obviously, the stomach muscle's feeling pretty good right now because he just ripped that last serve.
the ubiquitous Gianluca Grasso.
Hawaii's got 2 timeouts left. SC 1. If Yoder were to score again, I guarantee you Charlie Wade's going to have to slow things down. With the timeout.
20 serving 23. It's an ace. And the Trojans back within 2. Not making it easy for the Rainbow Warriors here in the second set. Now a few moments being taken to wipe perspiration off of the floor. It looked as though Charlie Wade was going to signal for a timeout. He is holding back momentarily.
Surprised he didn't call it. Actually, this floor wipe-up is almost like a timeout.
That might be what he was thinking, because he was walking towards Wayne Lee as if he was about to signal for a timeout.
He got the delay in play, which is what he wanted. We'll see if it affects Lucas Yoder's serve at all. I doubt it. He was a great one.
Crowd trying to make some noise as well. And an overpass by Tui. It's an ace. It's a point for the Trojans. They're within 1.
That's going to be a timeout, guaranteed.
And here it comes. Charlie Wade using one of his last 2. As the Trojans have gone on a run here to cut this deficit to 1. A 4-0 USC run. So while we have a break in the action, let's take a look at tonight's Jack Fact. Monsters of the MPSF. This is Hawaii in the MPSF rankings. Blocks per set first, digs per set first, kills per set first, win-loss percentage first, assist per set third, kill percentage fourth. They've been beastly, there's no doubt.
And what's interesting is, so far tonight, no blocks.
Yeah.
That's the big mystery of the night so far, and I'm sure it's frustrating to the team as well. Normally they get their 3 blocks a set pretty regularly. Tonight, 0 blocks in 2 sets.
All right, so what is Charlie Wade and the gang telling his team here in this timeout, as USC has, via Lucas Yoder at the service line, largely gotten right back to within a single point?
Well, he's pulled them back all by himself. 2 aces and another bad pass, an overpass. You know, he is just such a good player. He can hurt you in so many ways, proving now he can hurt you from behind the service line as well. You know, he's only got 8 service aces on the year. He's the 3rd leading acer on the team, but he's had 2 aces in his last 3 serves, and the other serve was an overpass. So he's just getting the job done. I think Charlie Wade probably told his team in timeout, hey, we just need 1 pass to get to 24. And my guess is that on a good pass, he may go to Moll in the middle, or Stein Van Tilburg is in the front row right now. I can see him going to Stein Van Tilburg on the right side. We'll see.
It was 23-18 just moments ago out of the timeout. Tui with a solid pass this time. Van Tilburg goes off the block, plays it off the ricochet. Jennings goes right back to Stein, off the block and out, and a much-needed point for the Rainbow Warriors.
That was huge for the Rainbow Warriors. Huge. They had to stop the bleeding, and guess who stopped it? None other than
the Flying Dutchman.
Yes.
Stein Van Tilburg, the sophomore from Amsterdam. Aloha ball here in the second for Hawaii. Benish is dug up back over the net by Franciscovic. Outside, it's Grasso. Faye got the touch. Diving attempt by Jennings. And the crowd will applaud the effort, but for naught as SC gets the point.
Big by Faye, just didn't quite control it well enough. Jennings going into almost to the visiting team's locker room.
Still aloha ball for Hawaii in the second.
Point right here, huge point.
And this is where you would like to see the crowd at its feet, even if it's not match point.
Van Tilburg still in the front row.
Benish the serve, pass by Tuileta. Jennings, backside to Stein, high hands, punched up in the air by Yoder. SC will have a chance to tie it. Here's Yoder from the back row. Played up by Tuileta. Franciscovic, Rosenmeyer against the double block, gets it down. Point for the Rainbow Warriors. Kill number 7 for Rosie. And the Bows take set 2, 25-23. They have now won 22 straight sets. And they'll head into the locker rooms here in intermission with another chance to crack open the broom closet against the USC Trojans. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. C-Mac, what you got?
Well, look at the kill percentage right there, 453. White usually hits about 323. They're 120 points above their average, 130. SC hits around 250, so they're playing well offensively. They'd win most matches at 317 like that, but not against Hawaii tonight. And the other big one, I think, is the digs. Hawaii up 25-18 in digs. Hawaii averages about 9 digs a set. And they've got, so normally they should have 18 right now, but instead they've got 25. So they're playing great back row defense, but I really am surprised, as was Lisa Strandma and Ryan Suji, that Hawaii only has 0 blocks.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
That's a big surprise.
They're number 1 in the land when it comes to that statistic.
Watch for that to change here in the third set.
Hawaii going with the same starting lineup as Jenny Franciscovich serves to start set number 3. Andy Benish misses the court wide, and Hawaii first to score in the third. Now, we're seeing the same starting rotation. Charlie Wade said even in our Game On interview leading up to the first serve tonight, hey, we're all in here for the first night. This is the MPSF match. Tomorrow night is not a league game. So he's going to work the starters because he wants to get this W as Stein von Tilburg puts up the solo roof.
Well, two of the 3 best hitters in the country go eyeball to eyeball there. That's why he gets their first block of the night. I'll tell you something, Lucas Yoder does not get blocked that often by 2 blocks, let alone 1 blocker.
So 2 serving 0. Here's the swing from Lasone. Sends that long, no touch, and not the way Jeff Nygaard wanted to see his Trojans start this third set. And in fact, he's going to go to the bench, and he's going to bring in Aaron Strange, a 6'4" freshman from San Clemente, California. Also prepped at San Clemente High School, just like senior Lucas Yoder, but his sister Alexa, you may remember, was part of USC's beach program that won a pair of beach national titles. Was supposed to be part of the indoor program this past year. Of course, Hawaii playing USC in the first round of the NCAA tournament in Minneapolis. Alexa was supposed to be part of that team, but decided early in the year that she wasn't going to finish out the season.
She's a good player, too. I think she would have helped them, actually, even in that match.
1 serving 3. Here it comes from Leisha. Wow, that was a beauty.
Leisha, he does lead them in aces with 10 on the year. Now he's got 11. Albanian national team last summer.
Now a few moments being taken to wipe perspiration off of the court. Gert Leisha. Both parents played professionally in Albania.
Actually, Gert is a dual citizen of the USA and Albania. Very close with Donald Sujo, who played volleyball for USC, an All-American who is a 2-time Olympian.
See the high spinning toss, and that one almost curled in. But it's an out serve. It's 4 serving 2. Kupono Faye steps in. Faye having himself a solid match. 9 kills and 294. 6 digs. The arc that he has shown in becoming one of the best defensive players on this Hawaii team. It's been a joy to watch since his freshman year, that's for sure. Franciscovich goes back row to Faye. That one hit the tape. So chance here now for the Trojans. Here's Strange, dug up by Tuileta. Franciscovich high and away to Rosenmeyer. Gets it down again. That's his 8th kill.
Somehow he got through that block. I'm not sure how he did it. There must have been a slight hole in the block. We'll take a look and see, because that block, 2 people out there. Yep, little late close by Benish.
Showed a lot in that dicey situation towards the end of set 2. Jennings Franciscovich went outside to Brett Rosenmeyer with a couple of blockers up, and he was able to get the job done.
Good pass by Douglas.
And there's Rosie, the solo stuff of Lucas Yoder.
Finally, Hawaii's block has shown up with 2 block solos.
And it is 6 serving 2. And again, bodies flying all over the Terraflex, so a few extra moments being taken. Scoop up some moisture. And now Kupono Fe hearing the whistle signal to serve. Six serving 2. Pass by Douglas. Backside Yoder, that was a big swing. Great dig, Franciscovich. Stein gets it back to Hawaii's side and Fe sends it over. And that was a free chance for Hawaii. Jennings, backside to Von Tilburg. Right through the block and down.
Nice transition defense by Hawaii, going from defense to offense very quickly. Von Tilburg backing up, getting a good run up there. Block not closing, not sealing the net once again. The ball sneaks inside the block. Von Tilburg 12 kills on the night so far.
Hitting .524. Here it comes from Kupono. Into the net. Sixth service error for Hawaii compared to 5 for USC. SC with 4 service aces, though. There's Mole in the middle. Two-hand save Yoder. He gets the set in the back row and gets it down.
Oh, he's so rangy. Great peripheral vision. You can see that block taking his wrist away, so he comes back across his body, hits cross court. Such a complete player.
Yoder now with 8 kills, hitting .227. 2 aces and 5 digs. Was able to, from the service line, almost get SC all the way back into that second set down the stretch. Nice play there by Grasso. Pushing it off the Stein block and out.
See, the play there is not to go chase the ball, but to let the ball go. That ball would have gone out. Stein just pulled his hand down. That's why he's so frustrated there.
Grasso, both his parents played for the Brazilian national team, the men and women. Von Tilburg off the block, played by Mole. Here's Stein a second time, and this time it works. That's kill number 13 for SVT.
Once again, Von Tilburg, seeing the block well formed, goes high hands, cross court. There's a frustrated Grasso right there. He knows he's very close to blocking Stein, but Stein just seems to find a way. 13 kills, only 1 error on 23 swings.
Yeah, where do you start in explaining the effectiveness of Stein Von Tilburg? Is it just the cerebral aspect of it, the array of shots? Where do you start?
It's really tough because I would say it does start with the array of shots right now. That's what makes him so effective.
Grasso able to pound it right past Gassman and down. Grasso reaching a little further back into the reserve for that one. Brought the fire.
Also someone who loves the play of the game. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. MVP of the Pacific Coast Conference last year at Orange Coast College.
Franciscovich all the way down on the floor, able to still set up Brett Rosenmeyer. I mean, if Jennings had a wallet in his back pocket, it would have been touching the Terraflex when he made that set.
Amazing. Kupono Fe took that serve with his hands.
So 9 serving 6. Von Tilburg, the serve, goes cross court. Almost handcuffed Strange, wasn't really expecting it. Yoder pushes it deep. Was there a touch? No touch. It's out. Point for Hawaii, and they're back up 4.
A rare error on a very difficult play by Lucas Yoder, who on the night is still hitting for great percentage. Oh no, now he's got his percentage drop. He was hitting .370. Now it's down to .170. He's had a couple errors here in this set.
Grasso. Look at the elevation there, and then just the sheer force that he is hitting with.
He brings some major heat. He's got a lot, what they call a live arm. Is that a baseball term, or is that, can we use that in volleyball too?
Yeah, it works. Strange coming with the serve. Down the line, the play by Tuileta. D-set goes to Stein, 2 blockers up. Block got a piece. So back row, it goes to Yoder. He got a piece of the block, and it falls for a USC point.
Three blockers up, and Yoder still finds a way to get around. That's a sign of a great player is when he sees out of the corner of his eye how that block is forming.
Strange into the net. You know, Jeff Nygaard was interesting. We were asking him about Yoder and his availability tonight. He said, yeah, he's going to play. We said, well, you know, how much do you watch that closely? Abdominal injuries, they can be tricky. He said, no. If you're injured, then you go take care of it. If you're hurt and you say you can play, you play. We're not worried about it. So he's just very black and white when it comes to that issue. Gassman with the solo block. And it winds up a Hawaii point because of a double hit on the USC side of the net. So Gassman giving the gas face, and Hawaii again leads by 4.
There you go. Make another play. Come on, Stein. Make a play. Make a play, Stein. Here we go.
Hawaii now with 3 blocks on the night. All blocks coming in this set.
Outside, Grasso into the net. Maybe tried to deliver too much of a bomb. And it's a 5-point advantage for Hawaii. And 2 points shy of the 15-point break. We got a timeout from the Trojans. Well, it wasn't until set 3 that Hawaii got in the block column. And we're going to give it the Fujitsu Air Conditioning cool play of the match. It was SVT all by himself. At the solo block, Hawaii now with 3 team blocks to match USC, again coming into this match as the #1 blocking team in the country.
And of all people, blocking the most prolific attacker in the country. Go figure.
And that's twice that Yoder got stuffed solo style. Rosenmeyer had the other one. Back row set, here's Yoder, nobody blocking that. He pounds that one for a Trojan side out and point.
He's just uncanny. He's effective from the right, hits the back row quick. Hawaii didn't do a very good job that time of getting 2 blockers up on him, which they said was going to be their mantra tonight. Let's get 2 up on Yoder every time.
Christopher Orenik celebrated his 23rd birthday last night. Mom in town made the trip and had a cake ready for him. So they had a little mini celebration there. And Yoder tried to touch it off the block, but he pushed it right into the net. And so it's a point for Hawaii, and Jeff Nygaard wants to challenge the call. At least from our vantage point, it looked as though it went off the net and not the block. And so Nygaard having to explain to Wayne Lee precisely what he wants challenged, which part of that sequence he wants him to take a look at.
I think he said going to ask for the touch on the block. Bill Forrester said there was no touch in the block. He's the top official. He had a pretty good look at it.
This is close to our vantage point, the camera right in front of our table.
Just said the ball never cleared the net.
Nope, no touch.
Looks like he just pushed it right into the net.
Yep.
Maybe this angle will tell us more. Unless it went off of Jennings' forearm into the net. But
no, that was all off the tape.
Jennings was very quick to say that he didn't touch it.
Easy call.
Yeah, it will hold. So Hawaii gets the point. They're up 14-9. Well, Nygaard said this was a Hawaii team that he didn't see had too many vulnerabilities, and certainly the Rainbow Warriors have lived up to that billing so far tonight. Pat Gassman to serve. Into the net it goes.
Patrick Gassman said many times this year, oh, I love playing back row defense. You won't see me missing many serves. And there he goes and misses one. That's after a challenge play. I think he got cold back there.
Here's Stein on the D set, off the block, pinballed around, good diving, second touch by Moss. Free chance here for Hawaii. Franciskovic outside to Faye. Good dig there again by Moss. But a little mix-up, so chance for the Bows. D set, here's Von Tilburg. Another great dig by Moss in the back row. Grasso is punched up one-handed style by Tuileta, and then Faye misses the court wide, and USC claims a lengthy sequence.
How about Ryan Moss, the middle blocker for SC, popping up that last ball? That was a great dig. Tuileta following up with his little one-handed version.
11 serving 14. Middle set, Mole. Nobody digging that one back. And Hawaii is first to 15. Again, timeout on the floor. The Rainbow Warriors leading 2 sets to none and up 4 in the third. And a good smile on the face of longtime legendary head coach for the Rainbow Wahine volleyball program, Dave Shoji, his wife Mary right in front of him. And this is a car promotion that occurs during some of the timeouts where fans are encouraged to pretend like they're driving a car, and Dave was kind of complicit in that. But good to see him at the volleyball matches.
I think he could have crashed the car and still would have won.
Oh, yeah. He didn't even really try. People just saw his face and started cheering. He's
a fan favorite.
Automatic winner, yeah. Alicia sends it long. Point for Hawaii. They're up 4.
Alicia, service error number 4 to go along with one ace.
Still hard to get used to referring to Dave Shoji as the former Rainbow Wahine head coach.
It is a little tough, isn't it?
Here's Faye. Pass by Grasso. Middle set, Benish. Goes off of Franciskovic and out of play. Teams trading blows out of the break.
Good little cutback shot by Benish there. Hawaii's got middle blockers are actually committing on Benish and still haven't found a way to stop him or block him. The only way they've had success is when he has hit it out.
What a pass by Faye. Jump set to Stein. That was a beautiful sequence from beginning to end.
It was. Great pass by Capoto Fana. Really tough serve. Coming from, I think it was Lucas Yoder. And Jennings Franciskovic delivers the perfect set. This time by Tilburg. Kill number 14.
Hitting 481. And now James Anastasiadis with the serve. Backside, the swing by Strange, and he gets the kill for USC. But again, Hawaii has maintained a level of control over this match, and this is a USC team that does have a win over Long Beach State. A win
The
over
only team
in the league to beat Long Beach State. A win over Stanford, road wins at CSUN and UC Irvine, and so, you know, not a team that you can take lightly no matter what the situation is, and yet here is Hawaii having basically maintained a level of control over this match as Von Tilburg goes down the line and in for kill number 15. So where are we here with this Hawaii team? They've already matched their win total from a season ago. They go 8-0 in the month of February. They've won 11 straight. They are hoping to close in on a 12th straight victory here tonight. Still some work to be done, but where do we start in describing what we're seeing here from Charlie Wade's bunch?
You know, I think certainly we're looking at a playoff team, NPSL playoffs. Certainly we're looking at a team that could host the first round of the playoffs.
Back row set, Yoder.
And certainly a team that
Sends it long.
Certainly a team that might have national championship implications. I hate to utter those words and this early, but you know, they're playing as well as any team in the country, and every team coach that comes in, and we ask them, well, what do you think about Hawaii? They go, wow, they're really good. This team's the real deal.
Only 2 losses this year for Hawaii were at Long Beach State. And there is a stuff. The gas face again from Pat Gassman. Rosenmeyer up next to him. And a timeout taken by USC. Oh, the block party has officially begun. And Hawaii leads by 6, 20-14.
Well, to continue that thought about where are we with this team, I think that I think next week's matches against Stanford will be a real test. You know, SC was picked for 10th in the league. Of course, you know, they're playing better than that, but they've also lost to a team like UCSD, and they've got some weird losses in there to go along with some unbelievable wins. But to play against a team like Stanford, who was, I think, picked, more towards the middle of the league, that'll be more of a true test, I think. And then when they go on the road, that's going to be another test. I think that'll be the one that'll be the real telltale sign of how much of a playoff team they are, because they've got to play, some.
Well, they go
very
to
good
Provo
teams
after Stanford, so it doesn't get much tougher than that.
Yeah.
All right, time for a little Twitter talk. Let's hit the social media front. And from Coach Pesto, Tom Pesto-Lacey. Watching from Huntington Beach, staying up past my bedtime. C-Mac and Kanoa are worth it all. Miss you guys. We miss you too, Pesto.
Pesto, he's the man. He is the man. Pesto, good to have you on board. Keep staying up late, Pesto.
That's right, that's right. We're glad that you would do us the service of keeping an eye on things. Pesto, let's just say you are sorely missed around these parts.
And thanks for all your help this year with Wahine Volleyball. You were the best.
There you go. Tom Pesto-Lacey. A guy who just brought a good spirit and feeling and aura to every practice, every match.
Absolutely. By the way, he's watching. You think Theo and Brigitte are watching as well? You know who Theo and Brigitte are, don't you? Huh? Van Tilburg's parents.
Oh, yes. They're definitely watching. Good effort there by Kupono Fe.
And you know who else is watching? The Moles are watching as well. I don't have their first names down. Oh, Mom, Marita who got 9th in the beach volleyball in Atlanta back in '96. She's watching with her husband in Norway.
We're going worldwide here.
We are. And one of these days, I think Henrik wants to go on and say thanks to Mom and Dad for watching in his native language.
We're all for it. Diving save there by Von Tilburg. Outside, it's Rosenmeyer. Misses long, and no touch up front, so a point for USC. So the Trojans hanging around a little bit here. 16 serving 20, and Aaron Strange getting ready to send it in.
And one thing Hawaii cannot do is take their foot off the gas pedal.
Pass by Tui, tight to the net, so Franciscovich taps it over. Grasso, the dink works, and USC within 3.
I don't think Charlie Wade will let this SC run go much further than one more. I'd be surprised if he did. It's tough to beat any team in the MPSF 3 straight. It's very difficult. All the good teams in college volleyball, almost always you'll see more 4-setters than you will see 3 and outs. And so I know Charlie Wade just does not want to have USC creep their way back into this one, but it's difficult for the players and the coaching staff to try to run a team in 3 straight.
Here it comes from Strange. Franciscovich high and away to Rosenmeyer. And an abrupt end to that Trojan run. So 21 serving 17. Rosenmeyer now into double figures. 10 kills for him, hitting 368. Oh, good dump shot there by Gert Lischel. Getting back to Rosenmeyer, though, and also the way Kupono Fe has been playing as of late on the outside. I mean, it has shored up that outside pin, and it has done so much for the balance of this team here in recent weeks.
It really has. That was a great pass, by the way, by Yoder. Perfect for Lischel to dump that ball. But Fe and Rosenmeyer have really stabilized things, especially the passing pattern.
Outside, it's Yoder diving save by Stein. Two-handed over by Fe. We'll have a miss hit called against Hawaii. And USC within 2 with Grasso serving. And now the crowd getting a little worked up, a little anxious here. There's the impressive spin on the finger there from Gianluca Grasso. Crowd getting a little antsy. And it's an out serve from Grasso. And that comes at a most inopportune time for the Trojans as Joe Worsley checks in to serve.
Ready for the jump. Here we go.
A sophomore from Moraga, California. Here comes the jump serve into the net.
See right back to within 2 there, definitely within striking distance. This is the kind of a set where you don't want to look back and go, oh, we played lazy or sloppy near the end of that game and let SC back into it.
Franciskovic, middle to Mole, blocked and roofed by Andy Benish. 8th in the country in blocks per set. And a timeout taken by Charlie Wade. That was the 8th solo stuff of the season for Benish, and USC within a point. And you're right, Chris, because sometimes if you let the pressure off the gas pedal, if a team like the Trojans can come back and win a set like this in the 3rd, it is hard to rev it back up.
It really is. That was a great block by Benish. He basically had both angles taken care of. The straightaway shot was available, but Benish went up with one hand taking the cutback, the other hand taking the wrist away, and he goes and spreads his hands out. He's got both angles taken care of.
Wow.
But the straightaway shot was the one that is the easiest shot to hit. Mole chose not to do it because he saw Benish right on him. So I think he thought that Benish might put both hands straight up. That was a great block. That was classic.
And we told you what Jeff Nygaard said about Lucas Yoder, but he did admit when it comes to Andy Benish, that's kind of a day-to-day thing. The back issues come and go, and so he says, hey, look, you know, that one we do kind of have to monitor because there are times where he's good to play and there are times where the pain is just too much for him to withstand.
Yeah, you got to wonder, you know, he's hitting 230 tonight. He's had 3 errors. You know, that's not a normal number for him. He usually hits 160 points higher. So maybe that has something to do with his back. You really don't know. You can't tell, but he's certainly a great player who has given so much to that program. 4 years as a starting middle blocker. There you see Lucas Yoder up front. He'd love to bring his team back. Almost did it in the 2nd set.
So big serve here from Moss. Played by Rosenmeyer. Outside, it's Fay. Blocked, kept alive by Franciskovic. Tuileta sets up Fay. Off the block and down. And a clutch kill from Kupono Fay.
That was one gutsy shot, let me tell you. That block was well formed, had most of the court taken care of, and somehow Kupono Fay managed to find a little bit of room down the line and caught a hand. Wow.
Punoho to Punoho connection there. Tuileta setting up Fay. The dig there by Rosenmeyer, tight to the net. Chance now for the Trojans. Here's Yoder off the block and out. And we're playing seesaw volleyball here in the late stages of set 3.
Yoder just so versatile, sees the block so well. What an athlete.
And again, the crowd turning the knob on the volume a little bit. Gert Lisha to serve. Franciskovic high and away to Von Tilburg. He does it again.
SVT at his best.
A little TNT from SVT, and they stand here at the SSC. 24-22. It's Aloha ball for the match. Here it comes from Fay. Middle set, Benish. That one pops straight up in the air off the block. They go outside. Strange through the block and down, and it's not Pau yet.
Good swing by Strange. I'm surprised that they didn't set Lucas Yoder on the right side, but apparently Gert Lisha is more comfortable going in front of him. I think we've got a blocking substitution here.
And Connor Inlow looking to make his first appearance in the match, but it gets wiped away. They were saying that the substitution was attempted too late.
And then Nygaard tried to call timeout. He's out of timeouts. That could have been a warning.
We'll see if that comes into play here. Yoder with the serve. Pass by Tuileta is perfect. Backside, Von Tilburg off the block and down. And Stein closes the deal.
some savvy there at the end with SC just charging at them. It looked like SC might come back and even capture that game. They had great momentum going into the end of the second set and the end of the third set. Hawaii somehow held them off.
Another win, another sweep. Hawaii takes it against USC. Kahi'elua Aloha Stein von Tilburg with 17 kills. The Rainbow Warriors have now won 23 straight sets. They have won 12 straight matches. Time for the Bank of Hawaii players of the match. Gianluca Grasso getting our nod on the SC side of the net. 10 kills, hitting .381 with a block and 3 digs. He was all over the court as well defensively. Brett Rosenmeyer, 10 kills, .368, 2 assists, 3 digs. But all due respect as well to Stein von Tilburg, 17 kills, hit .533 with 4 digs and a block tonight. So Hawaii improves to 17-2, 8-2 in the MPSF. USC falls to 6-11, 5-9 in the league. Again, tomorrow's rematch will not be an MPSF game, but Chris, another sweep for the Bows.
To be frank with you, I'm happy for it, but I'm shocked. You just don't go through the MPSF with this many 3-and-out matches. It's so hard to win matches in the MPSF, but Hawaii is just on such a roll right now, and every phase of their game seems to be clicking.
They hit .407 for the match in a sweep victory over USC. Scott Robbs is Charlie Wade.
Coach, you've won 12 matches in a row, 23 sets in a row. How much better can you be?
Well, we definitely get better. We've won 23 sets in a row. It's not entirely accurate. We lose sets all the time. We just haven't lost one like on a Monday, other than a Monday or Tuesday. We lose them at practice all the time. So the guys are working hard. You know, we're starting, like I said, the light's coming on for a few guys, I think, defensively. And Jennings has done a nice job running the offense for us. So, you know, we're just going to stay focused on improving and enjoy the ride right now.
This weekend, a little interesting. This match counted towards conference play. Tomorrow's a non-conference matchup with the Trojans. Do you approach that any differently?
Well, a little bit. We'd like to get some guys in there and play a little bit, but, you know, they're still pretty significant, you know, for our resume, if, you know, to make an argument for us to get an at-large bid if we're fortunate enough to get that far. So, but not that overwhelming pressure to win the league match, no doubt.
All right, Coach. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Aloha.
Aloha. Chris, back to you.
Well, Charlie's demanding in practice. He says they've lost a few sets in the practice gym, but here at the Stan Sheriff Center and under the game conditions, it's been a while, but they do it again tomorrow. He says that he would like to perhaps see a few different faces and names out there. There is some room for experimentation perhaps, but he knows that that's an important match, even if it doesn't count in the MPSF standings.
Correct. I don't think he'll get crazy about his substitutions. I think he'll be fairly conservative. Maybe only put one guy in per set, a guy who's been playing well all week and deserves his chance. But he won't do wholesale lineup changes. The match is too important for other reasons, RPI reasons, for the wild card bid to the NC2As. There's so many things, other factors that are in there that you cannot just show up tomorrow night and play whoever and take your chances. I think Charlie's gonna. I think it's gonna be a great match tomorrow night. By the way, night 2 was always better than night 1 because the teams know each other better and the coaches go to the film room and, you know, just get to know each other better. I think tomorrow night's match might even be better than tonight's match.
Well, Hawaii off to its best start since 1996, and it got a little bit better with another sweep victory tonight. That'll do it for us. Don't forget about the post-game show. We'll see you back here tomorrow, everybody. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until then, aloha.